Good morning, everybody. So I wanted to do this video and show you what 1 month of earnings with Skipthedishes looks like. So this is my first month with Skip. I picked up my bags on a Thursday, and I started my first shift on a Friday and Saturday. So I'm going to insert the spreadsheet here soon, but when you look at the spreadsheet, you'll see the first 2 days, a Friday and a Saturday. Those days I am not including in this total. So the spreadsheet that I have here is going to be the first 4 weeks. Call it a month. It's easy enough to do that. So, all right. So here is I'm going to insert the spreadsheet now and basically go through this. So I've got it broken out by date and the days of the week that I've driven for Skip. So it's pretty straightforward. Essentially, if you look at each day, just go across and it's got the number of orders, the gross total, the kilometers driven, gas used. Now the gas is based on, I think it's 9 cents a kilometer or 10 cents a kilometer. It's a little under 10 cents. Maintenance, net total, so that's net total, that's minus gas and minus maintenance. Amount per hour that it works out to be, an amount per order, kilometers per order, number of shifts, orders per shift, dollars per shift, and then number of hours on shift. So generally, if I was to get a night where I had 2 shifts, what I would do is I'd write it down as 7 hours, because usually you're ending the shift 30 minutes early. And then you'll see some shifts that are really random times, but this is basically the hours that I was actually on call, not necessarily the hours that I have actually worked. So if you look at week number 1, basically week number 1 was a fairly slow start in my opinion. I worked a lot of hours, a lot of shifts, 11 shifts on week number 1, and a lot of hours on week number 1, and only made $305.92 total. Did 35 orders. It was an okay start. I was a little bit frustrated with the number of hours that I put in, but in week number 1 did $305.92 total over 35 orders. So week number 2, the number of hours decreased substantially to 30.5 if you look at the bottom column of week number 2 on the far right hand side. So shows 30.5 hours, and so I dropped the hours substantially, got more orders. Now I don't know if that's something to do with them maybe holding the orders back on the first week, or if it just wasn't a busy week, that very first week that I drove. So I only did 5 nights that week instead of 6 on week number 2. So 45 orders, $457.95 for a gross total. Kilometers was way up. Gas, of course, was up to accommodate. Maintenance cost, that's just I think it's 4 cents a kilometer. And then the net total was $397.74. So the number of shifts I did was 9 instead of 11 on week number 1. And of course the hours goes down to show that. So third week was a good week. So I only worked 4 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and basically did 38 orders, as you can see in the chart, $366.90. Not a bad week for the number of hours worked. So that was 21.5 hours, which was a little over half of my very first week, and I made more money. Now week number 4, which was a great week. This was, when I'm filming this video, this was last week right now. So week number 4, worked 6 days, 53 orders, $477.13, drove 659 kilometers, so a little bit less than week number 2. And that was over 8 shifts, so it was a good number of shifts, and 29.25 hours. So that is how my 4 weeks breaks down. And then if you look at the very bottom line of the picture, it's got my totals for the 4-week period. So let's go over that quickly. Did 171 hours, 171 orders in total over a 4-week period. $1,607.90 was the gross total. Drove 2,158 kilometers. Gas, spent about $194 in gas. I didn't bring the maintenance total down. Net total, so after gas costs and maintenance costs, was $1,405.78. So number of shifts, 34 shifts in the 4-week period, and the very last one here, second last column, is 118.75 hours in 4 weeks. And the very last column is the overall average per hour. So it's $13.54 per hour, which of course is not wonderful because I would love it to be above minimum wage, but I did have a very slow first start. So with this first month, I think it's a good overall view, and it'll be, in my mind, it's going to be really interesting to find out what the second 4-week period looks like. I think it's going to be much better based on how things generally go, me picking better shifts, being a little bit smarter about things, but it'll be interesting to see. It could be, the average could work out to be exactly the same. So that's my overall view of my first 4 weeks with Skipthedishes. If you guys have any questions, please post them below and I'll do my best to answer them. I think that's a decent overview. Yeah, again, if you have any questions, let me know, and check out my other videos. And thanks so much for checking this video out. Have a great day.